Did it take attorneys? Sure it did, but it sounds like now the Board of Canvassers on Friday did finally go ahead and approve the signatures that would possibly repeal the state's prevailing wage law. Following that for us, Tony Daunt, Executive Director of the Michigan Freedom Fund, to bring us up to date on what happened Friday in that meeting. Thank you for being available.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me, Michael Patrick. As you mentioned, the Board of Canvassers did meet on Friday and approved the petition and sent it over to the legislature, where we hope they will act very soon to repeal this costly mandate. And unfortunately, it took the courts to get involved. But it's all done there, and we look forward to working with the legislature to make this happen.
So in a sense, the courts defeated political maneuvering, yes?
Yes. The short answer is yes. We had a 3-0 Court of Appeals decision that basically said the signatures were there and there was no merit to the arguments being made by the group fighting this, Protect Michigan Jobs, as they're called. And then the Supreme Court took a look at it, and they said, nope, this Court of Appeals is right, move forward. So it was one of the more interesting things we found out over the last week or so during this process was this Protect Michigan Jobs, as they're called, it took some of about $80,000 and sent it to a group called Intelligent Image Management, who is, quote, your source for outsourcing. And we thought it was pretty rich that the group impugning the motives of the folks pushing to repeal prevailing wage would send money overseas to do their work. So it was kind of hypocrisy at its finest.
We did speak with Senate Majority Leader Arlen Meekhoff about what he will do once those signatures are ratified, and here's what he told us.
As soon as we get it in our hands, we'll make an opportunity for folks in the legislature to voice their opinion and vote.
Mm-hmm. You have the votes for that, don't you?
Yes, sir.
No, so that's a good signal right there for you on your side, yes?
Yeah, it's always good to hear leadership say that they have the votes for something.
Yeah, and not only that, he also said in MERS News, Arlen Meekhoff, that it's been on his bucket list, should be done sometime this week.
Yep, it has been one of Senator Meekhoff's main priorities since he came into the legislature. I know that he has made it his number one bill, as in, Senate Bill 1 for the last few years. And they actually voted on this from a legislative, they had the bills a few years ago and they voted on it in the Senate. So I know that he is very much supportive of this, and we appreciate that, as do all of Michigan's taxpayers who can't wait to see this costly mandate repealed.
Just 45 seconds or so to go. Is it a tough vote for some legislators given the union pressure that they might experience?
I would say that there's always things that can be construed as tough votes, depending on where the pressure comes from and what the pressure is, what any kind of political ramifications that may be threatened. But this is an easy vote. This is a vote to repeal a mandate that costs taxpayers an extra $150 million a year or so in construction costs, and we look forward to supporting legislators to make that happen.
Tony Daunt, Executive Director of the Michigan Freedom Fund, on a Monday morning at 26 minutes after the hour.